Okay, so we will now go to the PHP programming part to develop our backend behavior. We are going to our PHP development environment. As the step number one, we will go to access.php and we will write here one protocol that will handle inserting the comments into a database. So this will be a function with the name insert comment, open and close round brackets, then open curly brackets. In the round brackets, we are writing $symbol, then post ID post underscore ID, then comma space, then $symbol user underscore ID. So this function will insert comment into our database. Okay, first of all, we'll need to write one command, which will be a SQL command, and this command is to be executed on the server. Okay, and here we'll write insert into comments. This is the name of the table which we just now created. Then we'll write set post underscore ID equals to question mark, then comma, then we'll write user underscore ID equals to question mark. Okay, as you know guys, now this question marks will be replaced with the parameters. So this SQL command to be executed. Great. So now we are going to the next line of code to prepare the statement for execution. We write statement equals to this, then con, which means connection, then arrow again, we write prepare, and the SQL to prepare. So here we are preparing SQL command for execution. Okay, so what we do next, then we check it with the if statement. If in the round brackets we write statement, means if there is no statement, don't forget to put the exclamation mark before the statement, which means false. If statement equals false, means error happened. And here we want to throw this back to the user. So we write throw new exception, and as the exception we want to check the statement arrow, then we write error. So this will throw back to the users in the log, it will throw back the error related to this statement. Okay, let's say the statement executed with no errors, then we will write $symbol statement equals, we execute the function bind parameters, means replace question marks with the real parameters. And here SQL command, what we do here, we put quotation marks. We need to write the type of these values, which are of integer types. Okay, so we put here both of them are of type integer. This is the first and this is the second. So we write double time I and I. Then this we write $symbol post ID underscore, then $symbol user ID. Then don't forget to put semicolon at the end. And finally we want to execute it. We write result equals to statement, then error execute, and sorry, execute. And then we want to return the result of the execution. Return result. Great. So here we are assigning parameters to the execution. Here we execute the command. Here we return back to the user the result we got. Okay, excellent. So this protocol will directly insert in the database the comments upon execution. So what we will do now, we'll now create a separate protocol, which will be of the PHP file, and I'm gonna name it comments. Click finish, and this protocol will be directly communicating with this function in order to insert a comment. So this file is responsible for inserting, deleting, and showing comments to the users. Okay, very good. As the step number one, you remember that we are trying to receive the values passed to the current file. Step number 1 is receive data's passed to this PHP file. Okay, so we will check it with the if statement. If then open and close round brackets, then open and close curly brackets. In the round brackets, we'll write empty. Then again, another next second round brackets, and in the second round brackets, we'll write $$ on the course request. Then in the square brackets, then quotation marks, want to receive post ID. So we're checking if post ID is empty. Then we're going out from the second round brackets, then we'll put or symbol, then we'll write again empty, then open and close round brackets. This will be third round brackets, and in the third round brackets write dollar and underscore, then request, then open and close square brackets, then in quotation marks we'll write user underscore ID. Okay, means if post ID is empty or user ID is empty, and here we want to return some message to the user. So we will here write a return variable, return then square brackets, then quotation marks. We want to return the status. It will be equals to 400. And then we want to return the message. Return square brackets, then quotation marks. Message will be missing required information. Very good. And then we want to cast it as a JSON, echo JSON encode return the variable which we've created, and we want to return means do not execute the code further. Okay, since we have checked this and the variables are fine, we need to now convert them into secure mode. Post ID will be equals to HTML entities, and then we write in the round brackets $_request, then square brackets, then quotation marks. Here we'll write a post underscore ID, then semicolon. Then after that we'll write user ID, user underscore ID equals to HTML entities, then $_ underscore request, then square brackets, then quotation marks. We cast user underscore ID. So post ID and user ID. Very good. So here we are checking have all of these variables been passed to this file. If so, then we are casting them or passing them through the encoding. So this is a safe mode of casting received variables or received values. Okay, excellent. So the step number 2, as you remember, will be establish connection. And here we as you remember, we establish connection using our establish access.php file. So that's why we will include it. We'll write require, then open and close round brackets, then in the quotation marks we'll write secure /, and we'll write access.php. Then under here we will construct the class and assign it to the variable access. Variable access equals to new access, and host we will write here in the quotation marks localhost. As the user we will write root. As the password we will keep the empty quotation marks. As the name we'll write FB, the name of our database. Very good. Then we'll write here step 3 will be insert, delete, or show comments. Okay, so this will be at first in this current step of the course. At the moment in this video we'll be writing the insert logic, and later on we'll be progressing with the delete and show comments. Okay, here we'll write if, then open and close round brackets, and then curly brackets. In the round brackets we'll write if $_ underscore request, and square brackets and quotation marks we'll write here action. Then coming out from the square brackets, but still in the round brackets, then we put double mark, and then quotation marks, and we write insert. So this means if the action is insert, then do the following. Okay, So here we want to execute the code, which is insert comment. So it's in the class which called access. Here we are accessing this. By the way, here I forgot to write access, then arrow means to access the functions of this class, and here is connect and semicolon at the end. This will build the connection. And here we write access, then arrow, insert comment. As a post ID, we will place post ID variable. As the user ID, we will place user ID variable and a semicolon at the end of this function. The result of this function, we want to assign a new variable which we will call result. Result equals execution of this function. Here we'll write run function to insert the comment and assign the result of executed function to result variable. Great. And now we want to do an if statement check. If the result was positive, then we want to show message to the user. Okay, here we will write if open and close round brackets, then curly brackets. In the round brackets, we write if $ result means if the result is achieved. Then here we'll write return open square brackets, then in quotation marks we'll write status will be equals to quotation marks 200, and then we write return square brackets, then quotation marks message will be equals to comment has been sent, something like this. Or we can write simply commented successfully. Okay, and here we'll write the else statement where we will return then square brackets, then quotation marks, status will be equals to 400 semicolon, then return square brackets, then quotation marks, then message will be equals to could not comment, and then semicolon at the end. Here, if the result is positive, it means inserted the comment successfully. Else means it's failed. Okay, great. So this is the if statement for the inserting the comment, and right now in this video we're trying to insert the comment, and later on we'll go to deleting the comment and showing the comment. Okay, great. So this was step 4, and this was step 3, and step 4 will be stop connection. And here we will write $symbol access and then arrow disconnect and semicolon at the end, and then we want to throw back this return as JSON to the user echo JSON encode, and we want to throw back return not result and semicolon at the end of this line. Okay, great. So we can now test it. We'll write localhost, then slash, then fb, then slash, then we'll write comments.php. So missing required information. Beautiful. So I will try now to post a comment for the certain post. Let's say I got a post with the ID 1. It belongs to the user with the ID 22. Okay, I will post the comment under the I will now write the comment under the post 1 posted by the user is having ID 1, his name is Michael. Okay, so then here we continue localhost /fb /comments.php, then we put question marks. After question marks, as you know, will follow the variables or the information which we want to pass to the PHP. Then we'll write post underscore ID equals to 1 and user underscore ID equals to 1. And here is one more thing. We want to post a text actually. So we will have to here in the comments add, by the way, one more column which will be after user ID. It will be comment of type varchar, and the length we can keep 500 characters or even 1000 characters, and we'll save this. So this is the comment. Actually, we will now have to send the comment. Okay, we are now coming back to our NetBeans or PHP development environment. Here we'll have to place comma and write a new variable which will be comment, and then we'll have to declare this in the SQL command as well. So we put here comma, then space comment will be equals to question mark, and this comment will be of type string, and here we will add this as well, comma comment. Excellent. Then we're coming back to our comments.php. In case if it is insert, then we will have to receive comment variable as well. And here we will write if open and close round brackets, then open curly brackets. We will write if empty, then in the round brackets $symbol underscore request, then square brackets, then quotation mark. Comment means if the comment is empty, and we will return this back. We will return this back. We will return it, and before return we will disconnect the connection. Disconnect, and status will be 200. Comment is not entered. Okay, great. And then the next change here, we are checking for the existence of the comment, and here we will have to write a comment as well. So if there is a comment, then we need to say save downcasted. Here we'll write comment equals to HTML entities. Here in the round brackets $symbol underscore request, and square brackets we'll write comment, and here a semicolon. And here after user ID we will insert the comment as well, like this. Okay, great. So we're now going back to our URL, and here we'll write, and let's say action will be insert, comment is not entered, excellent, and now we will write a comment which will be hello, or let's write first comment. Commented successfully. Beautiful. We're now going back to our localhost, and we'll click on the comments, and it posted for the post. The post with the ID 1 has been commented by the user having the ID 1 with the comment first comment. Beautiful. So everything works very well. So that is amazing, guys. This is how we can actually send a comment and register this in our server. So that is really brilliant, guys. So we will now progress further. Congratulations.